Alright. Didn't even get a day off today, did you? What's today? Oh, for the people in the USA, it's the Anzac Day. Oh wait, they don't have Anzac Day. Anyway, we get complaints from consumer companies, companies of products, because the videos are weird. Well, they go viral and suddenly you get product placement payments. It's a paid job. DJ Shopkeeper takes the crazy away and the blues away as well. Now, why would you want to take the blues away? The blue is the sky, right? At least, the fraction indexes and stuff, and they go through blah blah blah, might actually be purple, and might not have colour at all. Either way, the sky isn't really blue apparently. And when blue skies are cheer you up, put on a happy face, why would you get the blues? How can you get the blues when it's a blue sky? Once you get on the blue lagoons, speaking of blue lagoons, are you in the cosmic seas? And if in the cosmic seas, would you see an octopus? Or not? There was a little bit of mistake made in the 90s when they started talking about computer programming in the first place. Now this face talking to you does not have computer science skills. However, we do have basic knowledge of what a parity bit is, which is the 9th bit. So a byte used to be made from 8 bits, and the 9th bit was a parity bit. Now why they chose that number is quite interesting. Why was it 8? Why wasn't a byte 10 bits long? I mean, they were dealing with decimal numerical system, weren't they? So why not 10? Why 8? Why does a byte have 8 bits? We want a parity bit between, to space the bytes out. Why is it called a byte? Is that because the computer science is going, it's a byte. So why they call cookies? Because that's what he was eating at the time. It's called Palantir because they were geeks like Lord of the Rings. And they would sell out like Saruman to Sauron. Were they calling the United States military and government Sauron? Did they were Saruman with Palantir, the orb? Now they could see things for Sauron? Were they saying they would sell out to Sauron and their government was Sauron? Were they looking at the money? $1 notes in America passes, that's not the eye of government, that's the eye of Sauron. How much practical jokers are those pricks? And how many people have had to die for them to be laughed at? What's some guys go to be funny? Is it funny? Like, it's really not. Okay? Funny is putting a whoopee cushion on your cheek's too. Funny, it's not putting nails. Okay? Palantir is like putting nails on your teacher's chair. It's not funny. They're buckling. It's not good. Okay. Now, the subject of organisations having a greater sort of production or something like that than input of the individual actors within the organisation. That's an interesting idea. That typically happens in social situations more generally, doesn't it? So every person comes with an intention. They don't know what that intention is. You know why? Because they're probably unaware of their beliefs. In the chronic state of mirroring, garbo, confusion with pronouns, all kinds of things going on, they don't actually know what their beliefs are. So they're just rationally sorting out crap all the fucking time. Trying to figure out what is what. Okay? So people don't know what their intentions or their beliefs are. They try and figure out where they came from. Because they probably haven't got any at all. Probably undecided, they probably don't know. Except for really basic things. Like, shit stinks. Put it in the toilet. Ooh, it's kind of fun doing it under a tree. It's kind of naughty too. It's also fun. And the tree sometimes likes it, so it's not that bad. Okay. Is it really about a group of people who each had their own intentions but didn't know what they are or were? His intentions and beliefs changed over time because the beliefs changed over time to their identities. He didn't really believe anything because they were stuck in Garbo. The language was confused. Trying to manage resources in the context of a bunch of competing ideologies, including some straight up fucking zealots who were struggling to acknowledge that they were fucking wrong. If you don't think that you're wrong by now, no matter which one you are, then you might have a bit of work to do. And, moreover, if you think you're more right than someone else, then you've definitely got some work to do. And, on top of that, if you think your worldview and your way of doing things has to override theirs, particularly in someone else's country, then you can get stuffed. Because if they don't know what they believe, and they don't know what they intend, and they don't know what they're fucking doing, and you're exactly the fucking same, then you go without in there somewhere and not minding your own fucking business. You're just confusing the both of you. So that ain't good, right, Vicky? What is it? That ain't good at all. So on the subject of that type of behaviour, why did Donald Trump, during his election campaign, say that he was sick and tired of the American Imperial era where they were going around and gallivanting at other people's countries doing exactly that? But all he did was kick immigrants out and refugees, you know? People with horrendous gang tattoos, like autism awareness tattoos or breast cancer research tattoos or like, ribbons. There's ribbon tattoos. There's a guy named Salvador President that has a domestic violence one. It was part of a criminal gang that supported, you know, human trafficking. Which is why he was so opposed to domestic violence, got a tattoo for it. Oh, what a horrible human being. That's what they reckon, right? And mean they don't know. So, at the start of the keeping electoral promises, Peter Hegseth and J.D. Vance were so proud of blowing up Yemenis in the form of the Houthi group that they decided to send their text and chat messages to the Atlantic and someplace overseas or somewhere. Okay, overseas relative to them, you know, like then just one of the American newspapers or something. Okay, so was J.D. Vance not listening to his boss? Wait, J.D. Vance didn't make that electoral promise that was Donald Trump, so Donald Trump gets a shift on to J.D. Vance, doesn't he? Yeah. Well, he's a dictator who doesn't have to listen to his underlings, you know, the Supreme Court. Oh. But if one of his underlings does that and breaks an electoral promise as a result, as a bare minimum grievance, poor Houthis, right? Then well, the organisational capacity to make decisions is greater than the individual actors contributing. I don't know. Maybe free will is an illusion. Maybe that's just what they want it to be. So they've got an excuse, again, to not take responsibility for their behaviour. I mean, as if God and the devil wasn't enough.